The second function of metal ions in the biological system is that these metal ions are the structural entities. So we'll see what is the structural entities are. For example, we have the calcium. Okay, we have calcium that is present in our body, and that becomes a structural part of our bones and teeth. Okay, so calcium is the major uh, in the formation of bones and teeth, major part of the bones and teeth. Secondly, we have the iron, which is found in different varieties like iron sulfur clusters. Okay, iron uh, sulfur clusters, which are required for nitrogen fixation. Okay, and then we have magnesium, which is present in chlorophyll, etc. So these are the structural, so it contributes to the structural entities in the biological system in living organisms. Okay, so that is the second point. Now the third one is that it is required, metal ions are required, or it is having some role in the control of metabolic pathways and other mechanisms. Okay, it is involved in the control of metabolic pathways and other mechanisms. So we'll see what it is. Metal ions uh, play a very important role in the control of uh, metabolic pathways. So the control of metabolic pathways. Okay, so for metabolism it is required. For example, we have the copper. Okay, we have copper, which is found to be required for the utilization and the proper mechanism of protein. Okay, it is required for the utilization and the uh, proper metabolism of proteins. So only if copper is present, we can say that it can help in the proper metabolism of proteins. So there is the importance of copper in it, and then we can say that it is an important, so what is the importance of protein? Protein is the main function of the protein is that to construct hair and muscle and helps in the formation of red blood cells. Okay, so proteins are required for the hair formation, and then we can say that for the muscle development. That is why in places where people go for some gym, they are given the protein powders, and it is also help in the formation of red blood cells. Okay, so these are the importance of proteins, and these proteins can be metabolized only in the presence, properly metabolized only in the presence of copper. So there is a role of the copper in it. Now we have another one, that is chromium. Okay, chromium helps in the utilization and control of helps in the utilization and control of carbohydrates. Okay, utilization and control of the carbohydrates and protein. Okay, so for protein metabolism and for the carbohydrate metabolism, for the control of the carbohydrates metabolism and all, we require chromium. And it is again we can say that it is required to increase the muscle and the tissue growth. Okay, it is required for the increase and increase muscle and tissue growth. tissue growth. And manganese is another important in protein metabolism, and it is also required for photosynthesis. Manganese. Okay. Manganese is also required for the protein metabolism, and it is also required in photosynthesis. Okay. Calcium and along with the magnesium controls the calcium. Okay. Calcium and magnesium controls the muscle contraction and muscle contraction and release. For muscle contraction and releasing, we require calcium and magnesium. So these are the importance of the metal ions in the metabolic pathways and related.